Hello and welcome. My name is the King, the owner and curator of the King's Print. Today is the last trading day of the second quarter of 2025, and I usually do this analysis each and every week. Consider subscribing. Starting us off with the stock heat map, we can see that over the past 3 months, most of the assets have recovered ever since we did have the fears of the tariffs in the financial markets. Moving over to the economic calendar, we did have the Chinese yuan releasing their manufacturing PMI today, whereby we did notice that China's manufacturing shrinks in the last 3 months, climbing from China's official NBS manufacturing PMI climbed to 49.7 in June 2025 from May's 49.5, matching expectations while marking the third consecutive month of contraction in factory activity in the Chinese region. It was the softest contraction in the sequence, with output rising most in 3 months, supported by a trade deal with the US and Beijing's ongoing efforts to stimulate domestic demand and bolster the sluggish economy. Additionally, new orders grew for the first time in 3 months, which is good, while foreign sales fell at the lowest while foreign sales fell at the slowest rate in the same period. A similar trend was seen in buying activity, which rose for the first time since March. Meanwhile, employment fell at a slightly faster pace, and delivery times lengthened modestly. On the price front, both input costs and selling prices fell at a slower pace. Looking ahead, sentiment weakened to a 9 month low. Going to the charts, looking at the US dollar against the Chinese yuan, when the data came out negative today, we did see that prices did gap to the downside, but prices are currently maintaining around the 7.1650 region. This is going to be one of the interesting weeks because as the month concludes, then the next month does begin. The fundamental activity in the financial markets usually take a very big pivotal role. Starting off with Tuesday, which is going to be tomorrow, we do have President Lagarde, Governor Bailey, Governor Ueda, and the Fed chair who are going to speak at the same place in Sintra. We want to see what the heads of the central banks in the major economies have to say about the interest rate policy. What do they think about the economy moving forward? It's going to be very, very, very important for us traders to focus on this particular period over here. At 5 p.m. Nairobi time, we do have ISA Manufacturing, Purchasing Managers Index, and JOLTS job openings at 5 p.m. We do anticipate the JOLTS number to come out slightly higher than the previous number, but we want to see what the actual number is going to be. Moving over to Wednesday, the high impact news that we are going to have is ADP non-farm employment change, and then at 5:15 p.m. Nairobi time, we do have ECB President Lagarde who's due to speak, and we want to listen to what she has to say moving forward. On Thursday, it's going to be very interesting, whereby we do have the Chinese you whereby we do have the Swiss franc having their CPI month on month release numbers, whereby we do anticipate the numbers to come out at 0.1%. It's going to be a very unique week in the sense that we are going to have non-farm payrolls on Thursday instead of Friday. We do anticipate the numbers coming out at 0.3% for the average hourly earnings, which is a slight drop from the previous number. The non-farm employment change, we do anticipate the job numbers coming out slightly weaker at 120,000 compared to a previous number of 139,000 on the previous month. Unemployment rate, we do anticipate to see it pick up slightly from the 4.2% of last month, which is going to be very interesting in the financial markets. Then at 5 p.m. on Thursday, we do have the ISM Services PMI, which we do anticipate the numbers actually coming out slightly greater than the previous number. On Friday, it's going to be a bank holiday in observance of Independence Day. I want to switch gears to this